Alright, wasting some time with a replay sent in by War Eagle 97 in the Tier 8 German battleship, the Bismarck. In his description, War Eagle did say that it is a 19-point captain, if I recall correctly, and he does have the high explosive HE shell. So, kind of interesting thing. I think it's probably not the best skill setup to go with the high explosive armor piercing shells as a skill, but I'm going to do it myself just because I think it would probably be the most fun option. And you know, I don't try to make my captain skills the most efficient. I try to just make it give my captain the skills that I think would be the most fun to play, and getting in close and getting in your secondaries firing is the most fun way to play German battleships. That's just my opinion, though. Anyways, let's see what War Eagle can do with the ship. You know, it's kind of a nice quick battle in the Bismarck. If you notice the time on the battle here, I'm sure I'll rant on or ramble on for a few minutes or so after with the end screens, but nice quick battle. I like quick battles, and I like quick battles that have a lot of damage in them. So, slight spoiler warning, maybe. I do like going to this, actually the same cap that War Eagle's headed off to. I like going to sea on this map also, just because it does allow you to get close in with a lot of folks. I really do think that probably a concealment for your 18, when your captain gets to 18 points, would probably be the best thing. Just so it would enable you to get a lot closer to folks, and you wouldn't take a lot of long-range incoming fire. But that's probably just trying too hard, and I already try hard most of the time anyways. And that Turpit's his name is Jugman Motorboats. You know, I think the watching replays is probably the best time for noticing people's name. I usually don't pay too much attention to folks' name unless I just immediately recognize one of them. But goodness, Jugman's Motorboat. That's probably one of the better ones I've seen. That's nicely done to that player. I don't even care if he's a good player or not. It's just a great name. Oh man, this little island in front of War Eagle. Holy shnikes! I don't know how many times that island has taken advantage of my inattention. And nice Citadel, 16,000 damage on that Dmitry Donskoy from 18.5 kilometers. It's nicely done. That is one good thing about the Turpits or the Bismarck. Guns aren't the most accurate, but man, sometimes they just go, here you go, have some Citadel on the cruiser right there. And see, other times they do that, which is nice. Oh, have some decidedly unfriendly torpedoes coming at War Eagle here. He's going to slow down and get the brakes on. I think those friendly torpedo bombers were kind enough to spot those torpedoes. I don't know what other skills War Eagle has on this build, but he did just confirm that he has high explosive AP. I'm going to assume he has manual firing control, and the ATF. Just guessing on the range of the secondaries that I'm assuming we're going to see here in a few minutes. I'm assuming he has it boosted out to the full 10.6 with skills, flags, and upgrades that you can get. Nice hit, almost 10,000 damage. Surprisingly enough, the secondaries on the American battleships, you can get those out to 9.6, which is not bad at all if you're willing to commit that much on the American secondary. So that's not the most efficient, but still nice. On replays, you can't see who someone selects manually, so we're just going to have to assume perhaps that that War Eagle is actually selecting these guys. That's just my guess, that he has manual firing control, because most Bismarck or other higher tier German battleship players have it, and the amount of hits I saw on the end screen for his secondaries. There we go. Shots out on the enemy turrets. Jugs, man, is not looking that healthy. Nice healthy volley of damage into him. Getting some secondaries, getting some fires. Some fires, just one fire, but still nice to rain some damage on your enemies there. Enemy dive bomber squadron coming in. It's not too friendly, but he dropped on the cruiser. Because reasons, I don't know why you would try to drop a cruiser. There's a battleship out there by itself. Would seem to be a better target. Oh, no, Jugsman! Say it isn't so. He did a thing. He did some tactical beaching right there. With the high explosive armor piercing option, your secondaries on the German battleships, they do have a lot of penetration. Because the way the HE penetration for German battleships is calculated, instead of dividing the caliber by 6, you divide the caliber by 4. So with the, I think the 128s and the 150s of the German battleships, you can penetrate 32 millimeters of armor, which is the magic number for Tier 8 and up battleships to be able to penetrate the bow and a lot of other places on them. So that is can be a nice thing. And man, if you look at that priority target, War Eagle is up to 6 at one point of people targeting him. He's kind of out here by himself. That is kind of dangerous. I do really like the priority target skill. And the argument I would make for it would be it helps people, even me, with one of the hardest things to learn and know and realize in World of Warships, and that is when you've stuck your neck out too far, and it really gives you that immediate knowledge of, yeah, I done messed up, and I need to try to do something to unscrew my situation. So I think that's probably definitely helpful. And if you look here, War Eagle is angling against Bismarck, Otago, and a North Carolina. So I mean, that's I'm not saying what he did is a mistake, but it does give you the opportunity to angle yourself, and people will drop off that targeting a lot of times. See, we're down to 1 since he angled against those folks. It's going to cut down on damage that's incoming. This Bismarck, Jimmy D. Duncan. That sounds like a country boy if I've ever heard a country boy name right there. Nice damage so far, 117,000. Has a fire on that Bismarck, so that is that's also nice. Kind of turn him back out here to get his secondaries. Eyeball on that Otago that's going broadside. That Otago is going to turn in, reducing how good of a target he is. I think War Eagle's really just kind of waiting for the opportunity here. Otago starts to turn out a little bit, commits too much to that turn, and hopefully I think, man, that looks like should be some citadels. There we go. 23,000 damage. Ugh. Just turned out a little bit too far on that Otago, and War Eagle definitely made it pay for it. Nicely done. Angling against all these ships, not so much against the Otago, but he's pretty far north and broadside. That's a silly fellow, man. A little bit of a swing and a miss there, maybe a little bit too much of a lead, but it does happen sometimes. Anyways, enemy Bismarck getting chewed up by secondaries and fires, it looks like. Some of the UI controls really do kind of mess up on replays. There we go. Kill number 2, 150,000 damage, 178 secondary hits. It's really nice to get stuck in a Bismarck and just have fun. Also, one of the fairly, I think at Tier 8, I think it may be the most overpowered Tier 8 battleship, certainly. I don't know about as far as other ships, but it's certainly as far as tech tree ships, yeah, this is definitely powerful, especially with win rate. And I do think it has a lot to do with the secondaries, and the secondaries getting a lot of people, including myself, around 10,000 or so extra damage around. 14,000 damage into that Otago. Guy went broadside. Never go full broadside. Alright. More shots into the North Carolina. And also in his email, in his description of what happened, he did say that he did take too much unnecessary damage at the end, but kind of like you can tell for yourself at the moment, basically no, it's all over but the crying here. I mean, that's not too much of a surprise unless the enemy team really kind of pulls it out. They're all stuck up around the sea cap, which is really not a good idea. A lot of times I see a lot of teams make this mistake on this map. They go in, they take the sea cap, and they keep on going up into that corner. And there's nothing in that corner that you're going to go win the battle with besides the enemy team all going to that one corner and dying. I mean, you get into that corner, if it's capped, you don't need to be in that corner. You need to be pushing towards other target of interest on the map. See that a lot on this map, but you know, hey. People, reasons, and things. And get to secondary hits into that North Carolina. North Carolina swings and misses. And he's just going to take a lot of secondary and fire damage. That's one thing that is negative, I would say, about the high explosive AP, that it does, I mean, okay, so you do reduce your fire chance, and it does always aim for belt line hits. The AI, nice hit, 13,000 damage. The AI for the secondaries always aims at the middle belt of the ship, so obvious against battleships, you're going to break shells nonetheless. But it would certainly help against a battleship that is going bow on too, so you would hit the bow, or someone who's running away, you hit the stern. But right now he's not doing too much against that North Carolina, minus the main guns, and he really took advantage of that guy. War Eagles is getting beat down pretty hard here, down to 8,000 health, no more heals. That's kind of worrying, and he's trying to get some speed up, and I'm assuming trying to get some speed up and angle out or angle in. Angling out probably is the safer way since the Scharnhorst has torpedoes. But man, down to 3,000 health. Yeah, friendly carrier goes for the dive bomb, and that is the kill. Nicely done. Alright, to the end screens here. And wait for the photo to load apparently. 208,000 damage done, 277 secondary hits, and just little other things. 12 fires, that's actually kind of impressive too. 2,527 base XP. Definitely the enemy team got outplayed. Just happens sometimes. Blunder up into that corner. Decent amount of money earned, and for the damage done. I kind of had those pictures in not the best order, perhaps. Damage received, 94,000 damage. More damage than the more health than the Bismark actually has. Anyways, hopefully y'all enjoyed. What kind of build are you going to put in the Bismark? Let me know in the comments below. See if you're going to go for what I believe would be a secondary concealment build. Probably would be the best in my opinion, or the high explosive. If that's something you're interested in going on the German ships. Kind of interested to know what y'all feel about that. Anyways, see y'all in the next one.